Gordon, Gordon, middle initial L, last name Joyner, Joyner.
Slide just a hair closer here.
He changes our positions for each person who comes in. So we have a slightly different view, expressed on camera and in the look.
So I'm looking at you, right?
Yes.
Not looking at the camera
Not
or anywhere else. It's easy to look at you, Sandra.
Oh, you are too kind, Gordon. Let me ask you, how were you first introduced to Sigma Pi Phi fraternity and Kappa Boule?
It was in a wonderful way. My esteemed chair of the Department of Political Science at Morehouse College, Dr. Robert Brisbane, invited me to come to a Boule meeting at a time I was a visiting professor at Morehouse College in the Political Science Department and the Urban Studies Department. They called it Government Executive in Residence. I had just come back from Washington, D.C., was teaching at Morehouse for a year as a visiting professor. And Dr. Brisbane, I believe, was the chair of the program committee at that time and invited me to come over and address the body. The meeting was at Pascal's, the old Pascal's, and I was immediately humbled when I walked in the room and saw this assemblage of legendary leaders from so many fields in Atlanta and throughout the area. And I couldn't believe that even my mentor, Dr. Brisbane, had thought I might have something that they would be interested in hearing. But he gave me a very kind introduction, and I did make it through, and the body was very kind in receiving my remarks and with some good questions. And that was my introduction to Kappa Boule.
So what has it meant to you to actually be a member of Kappa Boule?
It's such an honor. It's an incredible honor. I'm also a member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, but to become a member of Sigma Pi Phi, which actually is the oldest Black Greek letter organization in the United States and therefore most likely in the world. And considering its history, its founding, its purposes, to be able to join this assemblage of learned, professional gentlemen and their akusai has just been an incredibly wonderful and enriching experience. It goes so far beyond the fellowship of it, the camaraderie of it, even the joint effort and joint purpose of it. It truly is a fraternal bond in the highest and best sense of that phrase.
Well, with all that as a lead-in, tell me, is there an archon within Kappa Boule, living or dead, that you are especially pleased to have gotten to know?
Well, that's tough because that means I have to decide from amongst the brethren. But if pushed, even though it would be a very difficult choice because our membership is so rich, so many great contributors, so many service providers, so many leaders, if pushed, I would come up with one. And that would be Dr. Samuel Du Bois Cook, who is truly a mentor, a longtime friend, and an elevated role model for me in so many areas. My family background is of educators. Both of my parents were college professors. And therefore, growing up, just kind of inculcated an awareness of some of the greats, especially among Black colleges and universities. Samuel Du Bois Cook's name was known to me before I ever knew him. And from the moment that he and I met, there was a very strong connection. I, of course, honor him because he also is a Morehouse graduate, but he is more than a Morehouse graduate. He is a preeminent Morehouse graduate because Dr. Cook is the one who delivered the eulogy for Dr. Benjamin Mays. And in the Morehouse community, that is a signal honor for him to have been selected to represent all of us in saying what needed to be said to honor Dr. Benjamin Elijah Mays. Through the years, Dr. Cook has become much more than a friend to me, a leader in so many ways, and certainly a mentor and a very strong supporter. And I really like him a lot. He and his wife are just wonderful, tremendous, outstanding, fantastic people. My great regret, and I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of the entire Morehouse community, is that timing, just the overlap of timing, did not provide an opportunity for him to ascend to the presidency of Morehouse College, because he would have been a tremendous president of Morehouse. But he is probably in a loftier status because he mentors presidents of Morehouse.
Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, you've got to keep this in when the editing comes along, because I think it's so important for Dr. Du Bois Cook to hear what you had to say about him, because so often people don't get a chance to hear that.
You're so right.
So thank you. That's my
Well,
last
thank you so
question
much.
for you.
Well, they're probably still on the salad. I probably didn't miss anything.
You almost brought me to tears, boy.